almost all of California. Like, I mean, it's not, I'm not trying to laugh. It's, so I'm not sure if you guys heard me in the beginning because it's showing me now that it's barely live. So I guess I was talking to myself for part of this. But what I've been saying is that, today we went to go get some food for my son from school. And when we stepped outside, the air quality is terrible. There's smoke everywhere in the sky, and you can even see it. It's just out. It's honestly like if everybody is having a barbecue outside. That's kind of how it smells. And my husband says he's the type to say it smells like Mexico because his family, his mom's side is from Mexico, and he's gone there to visit. And he said that it smells like you're having like wood, like firewood. But it's just terrible, everything that's going on. And it just comes to question, are we living in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah? It feels like this has happened before. If you've read the Bible, or if you've read in Genesis where it's happened, where it talks about it, and yeah, it's honestly, we need to pray. We need to pray for the church. We need to pray for people to give up the drinking, give up the drugs, give up all the addictions, and just used to be, but just move forward. And also, in Sodom and Gomorrah, God destroyed the city because of abominations that were happening. And we have a lot of similar abominations here. But yeah, it's a lot. I mean, here in California, I know we're not the only ones. I'm hearing about Florida, even about Beirut over there now, again in the same spot, and just different parts of the United States as well, and the world. Where did I hear? Where else did I hear? Let me see. There's also Greece. There's something called, I really want to look into this. It's called a zombie fire. Dangerous underground fires spark recording wildfires in Arctic Circle ice, which is crazy. But there's a lot going on, and this year definitely has not been good, people. And the thing is, social media is destroying so many people's beliefs because of what has been going on this year. And yeah, social media is really destroying lives. And I mean, I have social media. I go on there. I have another channel, which is a makeup channel. So, I mean, I'm not trying to stir people away from God. There's most of the time I have a verse at the end of my video or something, or even mention something sometimes. But this is not about me. I did want to get into it a little bit for those of you who don't know about Sodom and Gomorrah. This is your first time ever hearing about it. So I've read it in the Bible. Right now I'm in Numbers, so that's why I wanted to do a Numbers. I actually wanted to do a Numbers Bible study today, but my computer, internet, whatever it is, has been really acting up. I don't think it's the internet. I think it is my computer. And then yeah, it's just been a lot. And so says Sodom and Gomorrah, notoriously sinful cities in the biblical book of Genesis, destroyed by sulfur and fire because of their wickedness. In Genesis chapter 19, verse 24, Sodom and Gomorrah, along with the cities of Admah, Zeboim, and Zor, constituted the 5 cities of the plain, and they are referenced throughout both the Old Testament and New Testament. I believe I did read about Jesus talking about it in Luke. I always run out of breath. Okay. Biblical account and religious views. So in the Genesis account, God reveals to Abraham that Abraham pleads for the lives of any righteous people living there. So in that book, and it's kind of funny because some parts of the Bible are pretty funny actually if you really read it. And I never knew that. I didn't read the Bible for a long time. I'd rather not try to say which verse it is. But if you have grown up in the church and haven't grown spiritually or anything, and that's not good at all for us. Yeah, so but anyway, like I was trying to say, I was supposed to be saying actually. So Abraham's God, because I was trying to remember what I was gonna talk about right now. So Abraham pleads of righteous people living there, especially the lives of his nephew Lot and his family. God agrees to spare the cities of 10 righteous people. So first, though, it was kind of funny because first Abraham said, would you be able to spare, like, would you please spare the lives of 50 people? And then God said, yes, I will spare the lives of 50 righteous people. And then he goes, now, would you spare the lives of 45 people? And then he said, I will spare the lives of 45 people. Then he goes to 40, then he goes to 35, 30, 25, 20, and then 10. Like all the way down to 10. And which is kind of funny because it's like they kept going, and I just thought that was hilarious. Because it's kind of like, think about it, like how we are right now. Like, would you do it for 45? 40, 35. Verses 23 through 32. Two angels are sent to Lot and Sodom, but are met with a wicked mob who are then struck blind by the angelic guests. So the mob that was outside. And they were just so rude and like sad. I feel terrible for them. But are met with a wicked mob. Okay. So finding only Lot and his family as righteous among the inhabitants, the angels warn Lot to quickly evacuate the city and not to look back, as flee the destruction. Lot's wife looks back, so she didn't obey. So she looked back upon the city and turned into a pillar of salt. So basically like a statue. The exact nature of the damning wickedness of the cities has been the subject of debate. Traditionally, Sodom and Gomorrah have been associated with Lot. Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so that we may know them. Knowledge. And many believe that it is the widespread homosexuality of the inhabitants that earns their obliteration. Other biblical references to Sodom and Gomorrah include a Book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 7, which mentions sexual immorality and lust and the abominable things of Ezekiel, chapter 6. I know nobody's perfect. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and hope you get a big thumbs up. Thanks. Bye.